but in today's review, I'm going to be covering the Disney Villain Designer Collection. So what that is, if you frequent your Disney stores at all, you might have seen the Princess series that came out a few months ago. There were 10 dolls in total for the princesses, ranging in increments of 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and 8,000 dolls per, whichever princess it was. So, like, I think Ariel only had 4,000 dolls, but somebody like Tiana had, like, 8,000. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I know it was no one had more than 10,000. It was pretty limited on some of those dolls. And the way you got them before, they were $60 each. You went into the store, you had to stand in line, you got a voucher on a first come, first served basis, and then you could purchase the dolls and you got your dolls. I wasn't able to get all of the dolls. I was only able to get like 8 of the 10. I didn't get Snow White or Mulan, but I got all the other ones. And so I ended up selling some of them because I don't like having incomplete collections, and I just kept the ones that I really, really had to have, and then I wanted to sell the others to give other people a chance to have them because they did sell out really fast. And you could purchase them on their website, but the problem was the website kept crashing and then people couldn't check out, and it was just a big disaster. So then, with those being, so hot items that they were, they came out with the Villain series. In this series, there are 6 dolls. There are 13,000 of each doll, so they're not as limited as before. But getting them is a tad bit trickier. So now, if you want the villains, you have to go to the store, and this started about 2 weeks ago on Monday. You had to go in from 12 to 1. With your ID, so you're going to need your ID if you want any of the ones coming out over the next few weeks. So bring your ID. Then on a piece of paper which they give you, you write your name exactly as it's shown on the ID card, and then they drop it in a hat. And then I think at 1 o'clock or 1:10 is when they do the drawing. If your name is drawn from the hat, then you get to buy it all. Isn't that awesome? But if your name is not drawn, you don't get to buy it all. Not at the store anyways. You can go online and purchase them there at disneystore.com. But again, I think you might run into some problems with that website because it tends to crash right when you're checking out, or it just freezes, or at least this is the experience that my friends have had. Now, I'm lucky enough that Joey Walkie was off last Monday. He got Maleficent. And then this most recent Monday, I went and I got the Queen. So next Monday, the Evil Queen from Snow White. And then next Monday, the 24th, will be the Queen of Hearts. And I think after her will be Ursula or Cruella de Vil. But the queens that they've come out with is Maleficent, Evil Queen, Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, Mother Gothel from Tangled, Ursula. And she's like crazy different looking. She's not the usual plump version of herself. She's like an anorexic skinny, which I kind of like it, but a lot of people are complaining. And when I get her, if I get her, I'll review her and you guys will see. And then the last one is, Cruella de Vil, which to me, she's evil. She kills puppies. Puppies! How can you kill puppies? What's wrong with her? Anyways, the next evil one to me is the Evil Queen, and then the Queen of Hearts. Well, I don't know, they're both about there because the Evil Queen likes to steal hearts, and then the Evil Queen of Hearts likes to cut off people's heads. They're all morbid. They're just horrible. I mean, all Maleficent did is put everyone to sleep. That's not that bad. Okay, she turned into a dragon, but come on. Again, not that bad. She didn't actually kill anybody. Anyway, I rant, as I often do. So, in today's review, I'm going to cover the villain Maleficent because that's the first one I got. I'm a little behind because I actually have 2 of them right now, and I'm still new to this whole reviewing thing. As you guys know, this is only my second video, so can't expect much from me. Come on. Just kidding. So anyway, I think I covered everything. Covered how to get the dolls. Mondays 12 to 1. Go to the store. If you don't have the store, oh, the other thing, if you're a high-end collector, these are really cool to have. Any Disney Store exclusives are really cool to collect if you like high-end stuff. The reason is because the value on Disney Store exclusive items tends to go up and stay up. So these things remain valuable immediately. Right after you purchase them, they're automatically very valuable, just because some of the things like these are so hard to get that it's just, and it's not even that hard, but you know, everything, if you guys are Marvel Legends collectors, you know how frustrating it is to buy toys sometimes. Really, it shouldn't be this hard. And then you have scalpers, which are even worse, because then they turn around and sell it on eBay for so much money, and then we're desperate, and we're like, oh, I didn't get the doll. Now I have to buy it from the scalpers, charging me 3 times the value. Gah! Anyway, so with that being said, these guys might be worth it to you. They may not be. At least you'll have something pretty to look at over the next few minutes, right? Okay, so onward to the review so you can see the awesomeness of Maleficent. And hopefully, if I missed anything here, I'll try to cover it there. Otherwise, if you have questions, just be sure to comment down below. Send me a message. Go to Facebook, Geek Chic Nika at Facebook. And that covers it all, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so here we go. This is the bag that actually the doll comes in. It's a nice bag that they give you. They actually give this with the other Disney bag, so you can protect the bag as well. On the bag, it has Mother Gothel. It has the Cruella de Vil, the Evil Queen. It says Disney Villains Designer Collection. It shows Maleficent here, then the Queen of Hearts, and then Ursula. So it looks like that. So getting to the case on the doll, you have the sketch of her on the outside. Again, Disney Villains Designer Collection. It says Original Goth Maleficent. And then there you have all that. And I forgot, she actually is as evil as I thought, as I didn't think originally. I had said she wasn't that bad because she just put people to sleep. But I forgot it's actually the little fairies that help prevent everyone from dying and make them go to sleep. So that was their spell. It was a curse of death. So she is evil. My bad, guys. Sorry to make her seem not so bad. On both the left and right side, it just has the same thing as the front, but it has her fading in and out in a black and white design. It's again a less faded version of the same thing on the left side. And then in the back, it actually has more information. Maleficent, Original Goth. As Sleeping Beauty's most famed dark fairy, Maleficent is always dressed to kill with cloak and staff, casting furious spells and a curse of death. Calling her an evil sorceress is an understatement. Then it says right here, it says, designed and carefully crafted to capture the essence of evil at its best dressed. The Villains Designer Collection reimagines the stylish wickedness of classic Disney villains. Designed by Disney Store artists, this doll will be a treasured keepsake of collectors and Disney fans. And then, it's going to be hard to show you this part. Signature horn-like hairstyle and pallid green skin tone. Leatherette bustier with tulle, ruffle trim, and matching gloves. Fit flare velvet skirt with colored gores. And then it says jagged velvet cloak lined with purple satin and gem closure at front. And then it says crystal ball staff with claw details. Again, a repeat of the stuff you saw on the actual bag. Original, genuine, authentic. And here's the price, $79.50. I was off by a few cents, but it's still 80 bucks. Okay, so that is that. Now let's get to the meat. This comes off. Let me get to it here. There's like an air pocket. I'm not trying to go that slow. It's just going that slow. Okay. So, here it is. You can see my reflection in the glass because it is a shiny surface. So, sorry you can see my hands. I'll try to keep the glare off of it. So here she is. Here is her crazy hair and her face, which I think they did a really good job on her face. Now, this is encased in a plexiglass casing, which I will not be opening, so please do not expect, me to open it and show you everything up close and personal. I will get as close as I can with the camera, but I am not opening this. It is not meant to be open. It is the display case, and it's a very nice display case. In fact, I'll zoom out so you can see the whole thing. So it's that way all the way through. And it's got this kind of textured pattern on the sides. And this is all metallic. Tells you the number out of 13,000, and it gives you her card on the side and another picture of her on that. Okay, so that's that, and let me try to get you guys an up-close view of her face again. Okay, so you can see her face. Now mine has something on it. Looks like a little eyelash or something on her nose. But her makeup is very well done. Her eyes are amazing. I think they did such a good job with her eyes. They're beautiful. They're evil. They're just awesome. They're that nice evil yellow. Her eyelashes are real. I mean, they do stick out from her face. She has purple eyebrows and green eye makeup, and her skin is an off shade of green. She's looking to her left, all evil-like. Her hair, the horns, are actually her hair spun and put up in a very fancy way. So there's that. The gemstone on her piece right here, it looks really cool. And then there's like that lace stuff that they were talking, the tool, sorry. You can kind of see how detailed the claw and stuff is on the staff. It's all jeweled, and then it's got kind of a green tint to it up there. And then her dress is leather. I mean, she's just so cool. She's so evil looking. And the inside of her cloak is satin, velvet on the outside, black, purple satin on the inside. And I'm gonna just take the camera off the tripod so you guys can get a better look at her. So here you go. Maleficent. She's got some red in there. You can see over here. And then her dress is like, yeah, there you go. That is that. So yeah, this is really cool. And this video is going a little longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay because what I'm showing you is really awesome. So like I said, very detailed, very well done. She's just awesome looking. She's evil. She's beautiful. I'm not a fan of the hair. I mean, it looks kind of silly. She looks like a rabbit. It's not her normal, updo that she has. I would have preferred if they just, instead of doing her hair, I wish they would have just done the normal thing, because her face does not quite look like her face. I mean, her face is perfect. It's the hair on that looks way cooler than the hair on that. So that could have been done a little differently, in my opinion. The top is also clear, so you can look down at her. And it's great. It's in a display case for you already. So that's what's awesome about it, is that you can just put it right up on your shelf. Yep. So there she is. There's Maleficent, the first of the Evil Queen series. I really hope you guys liked her. I really had fun reviewing her. And she's beautiful, and I'm so glad that she is a part of our collection. And I can't wait to show you the next ones. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time in my next review.